And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Super Saiyan Paul here, back at it again. Today we got some major bombshell news and information updates on the Dragon Ball Super movie, which is titled BROLY for now, coming out December 14th of this year. Now guys, this has been confirmed, and now we also have some comments from the movie from Akira Toriyama. Now I'm going to read this out loud, and then we're going to dive right into this and explain some of the things that he's put out here, as well as past comments and things that have been revealed in the trailer that all are starting to add up. So hello everyone, are you familiar with Broly? He's an incredibly strong Saiyan who only appeared in the old anime movies, and I apparently at least drew the designs for him, but I had practically no involvement with the anime at the time, so I had totally forgotten about the story content. So about Broly, I hear these days he's still very popular, not only in Japan but also overseas. Based on that, my editor suggested we have Broly appear in this next movie. I went ahead and watched the movies from back then, and I felt like this could be quite interesting once rearranged with some things. I got right to work trying my hand at a story that incorporates him into the Dragon Ball Super series, while keeping him in mind Broly's classic image so as not to be a disappointment to his fans. He updated him as well as added a new side to his character, and it's resulted in a much more fascinating Broly according to Akira. Naturally, you'll get to see fierce combat, but also paths of destiny that lead to an encounter between Goku, Vegeta, and Broly. It also involves the Frieza Force and the history of the Saiyans, which could be having a major connection to everything. The story content turns out to be very large scale and dramatic. Here comes that almighty Saiyan, Broly. I'm also including a lot of other content all you fans will enjoy, so look forward to it. So basically, what he's telling us here is, if you guys look at the comments from the past movies, if you guys haven't seen my old videos, make sure you guys go check it out. He said he was going to be doing a lot of fan service, and the fact that this legendary Super Saiyan that we saw in the trailer is almost confirmed to be Broly here, it could be some. At first we thought, hey, there was always a possibility there could have been more Saiyans coming out of the woodwork, but now that it's Broly, it makes a lot more sense. We also knew that from the past, the comments from Akira, this movie is going to take place after the Tournament of Power. It's canon to the story, and not only that, it's gonna have something to do with what's ever gonna launch the new series, if there is going to be one. And this character right here, he's gonna have to be able to be on par with Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. So one of the most popular characters ever in the Dragon Ball series who was not canonized is now being rewritten by Akira himself, who did the designs. And remember guys, this is one of my fan favorite characters, and one of the main points that a lot of people didn't like Broly for was the fact that, hey, his character wasn't written too well, like especially his dialogue. I think that was one of the main things. Some people with his origin stories didn't like it. Me, I thought if you really thought about it and thought about the context of the situations, you could really get a good story out of the guy. Like, I think the fact that everything was against the guy, and after he was so powerful and did absolutely nothing, the world was just against him. I think if you look at it in that type of view, it was just something really awesome to behold. But Akira's comments here are actually quite positive. I like the fact that he's redesigning him. He's throwing him into the canonized story, kind of like what we saw with Kale being the first legendary Super Saiyan technically in the series, because Broly didn't exist until this point, and now they're bringing him out, and they know that this is going to sell tickets, because we thought an ancient Saiyan was going to sell tickets. We thought maybe SHALLOT could have been that Saiyan. Nope, it's Broly. So this movie's going to sell like crazy, because Broly fans, including myself, are going to run out to go see this. Not only that, they mentioned the Frieza squad, and having Frieza in the movie is going to benefit it in a very awesome way as well, because people are going to want to see all of these things. It's a lot of fan service, and if they can correct Broly's character and give him more of an emotional impact, more dialogue, and make him seem less of like a killing machine, at the same, well, adding some character to that killing machine dynamic, I think they should make him a little bit more talkative and show us more of the empathetic side of him, or whatever the side is where his motivation is coming from, and why he's killing everyone, and what's causing it, and why is he doing this. And then showing him be the killing machine that he is, and like how twisted he is in the mind. If they can perfect that, I think he can be one of the greatest characters in the series. I think I mean, Jiren was a letdown for me in terms of like personality. I thought Goku Black was great. I thought Frieza was great, and Broly has a chance to be just as great as those, because he has history cemented into the series. And I like the new design. Like, he has a tan and stuff. If that is him in the trailer, which it seems like it has to be, because it's awesome. But I hope they don't water down the psychoness, because the psychoness from Broly was one of the best things about him. The fact that this guy has snapped mentally at the sight of Goku, they have to give it a good dynamic as to why he's attacking Earth. I think that's one of the main things. And if you guys could comment down below with what you guys think would fix it, tell me. I really want to see what you guys have to say, because It'd be quite interesting to see if people like predict this. A lot of people are making comparisons to Broly, and we never thought he was actually going to be the case where Akira was like, you know what, I'm gonna canonize a villain from my past movies. This is a huge cash out. I'm gonna say right now, like, yo, he is doing this a bit for the money because it is fan service. It's something that's gonna sell tickets like crazy because they were making the Broly movies for how many times now? This is the 5th Broly movie. The first canon Broly movie, but it's technically the 5th. We had the first movie, the Second Coming, we had Bio Broly, and the 4D Broly movie that didn't really get to be released over here. But Broly sells tickets. Broly is still a popular character. I still always liked Broly, regardless of the fact that some things about him wasn't perfected. But I think now is the best time for them to do it, and I think if they do this properly, one of the greatest villains of all time. I think if they correct that story with the cemented history of his movie histories and not basing it off of that, because if they reboot the entire thing from this point on, this creates a whole new era of Dragon Ball. In my opinion, because of the fact that they can take a character from the movies and throw him into the show, they just corrected what was wrong with Dragon Ball Super, or what they were about to run into here. A lot of the movie characters were not canon, and a lot of the movie concepts were really cool, especially Broly's. Now that they can actually take them from the movies and throw them into Dragon Ball Super, and the future of the Dragon Ball Super series is gonna be absolutely amazing. Do I think they should have ended Dragon Ball Super early just for this movie? I don't necessarily agree with that, but the fact that they're throwing this movie at us and hopefully we get some amazing animation, I mean, I'm still happy. We're getting more Dragon Ball content. It's not ended right there, and it's not like it'll be done forever, but I gotta say, it is a bit of a cash out, and we know that this is gonna sell and break almost every record in the book. Broly was probably the safest card they could have played, if anything, and them revolutionizing the series by making this movie character, most popular movie character, if anything, canon. And there's also the chance here now of Bardock being canonized in the story, in the way that they kind of portrayed him, because he is a canon character. We know that Bardock is the father of Goku in a way, but the movie wasn't canon, and none of them were ever canon until even Battle of Gods and Resurrection F are kind of retconned because of Dragon Ball Super, but they can still manage to fit that in the story. History Trunks and Bardock's movie were probably the only two that actually fit in some sort of relevancy. There were other things that kind of dismantled Bardock's story, but Trunks has actually fit more than anything, and they can actually introduce him into the story with how this is working. So tell me what you guys think. I don't think Yamoshi is going to have anything to do with the story anymore because, yeah, I mean, technically that was just the code name for everything. We didn't know who the Saiyan was and all that stuff. Broly could really revamp everything because this has to do with everything with the history of Saiyans. You never know if he's related to the original Saiyan, and them working his way into the series. They gave a very quick one-liner or a very small little history of the ancient legendary Super Saiyan transformation in the Tournament of Power, and them expanding upon this in the series, now that ability is canonized, is going to be epic. But what I want to see is what form will they bring Broly out to take on Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Goku, because what if the Goku has the Ascended Kaioken form and like Vegeta has his Ascended Mastered Blue form? It's like, what are they going to do to have Broly go up to that form? Is he just going to be Legendary Super Saiyan but a maxed out version of it, or are they going to have a new form for him? Is Ultra Instinct going to return for a brief moment, which I don't really want to see? And I don't think Frieza is going to get as big a role as I thought. I think they're only going to name drop him because probably for the history of the movie, he might have some sort of involvement. But for them to throw him into the movie now, I think they'll take away from his character. Now that we have a specific title on what we're going to see here, I don't see them splitting up the whole plot from this character, especially him being Broly. I think this is their perfect chance to fix what was wrong. Design-wise, Broly, I think, was almost flawless. I think I loved everything about every form about him, and fighting-wise, I think he was perfect. The only thing that was wrong with him was dialogue and backstory in some way, shape, or form, and I think if you corrected small things, added a bit more dialogue, like I said, this character is going to be absolutely amazing. I honestly think if they add a new transformation as well, something just more strong and something fresh, I think that'll also be even better, something above Legendary Super Saiyan if anything, and them giving a huge challenge to Goku and Vegeta, and them finding a very unique way to take them out. Do you guys think we might see Vegeta in the movie? Do you think we'll see Ultra Instinct in the movie? Make sure you guys comment down below and tell me in the comment section what you guys think they're gonna pull out to beat them, because they're way stronger now than they ever were in the series or in even the movies, and this is gonna be a fight taken to the next level. What I also can't wait to see is the fact that Beerus, Whis are still in this universe. So what are they going to say about this Saiyan, and if anything, where was he this entire time? Where is he coming from, and where's the origins of this Saiyan? Because, I mean, part of the movie is going to be in the multi-timeline type of thing, so we're going to see the past, we're going to see the present, we're going to see the future. all of these things revolving around the Saiyans, and it's gonna be absolutely amazing. So there's a huge hype wagon based on these comments from Akira Toriyama, and I absolutely cannot wait until December. I feel like Dragon Ball Heroes in a way kind of gave some sort of insight as to what was about to happen, because like, yo, Dragon Ball Heroes was movie characters and a bunch of what ifs being thrown into this, and now that we saw history being made here with a movie character that popular to be canonized, Dragon Ball Super actually has a bright future if they get to play around with these concepts. So I'm liking it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe for more. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Turn on the notification bell icon. This way you guys can stay up to date on all the latest news, information, updates. This way we can get all these things. Leave your thoughts and opinions on Broly in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care.